All right, today I have a new announcement for you. Big news here on my channel. I've gone over to the dark side. Stay tuned and I'll let you meet Josie. So if you followed my channel very long at all, you know my old V-Star 1100. This thing has been a workhorse, pulling my trailer around for the last 4 years. I've had this bike for 12 years now, and it's been a good bike. But today, there's a little change. Meet Josie. This is a Harley Davidson Electric Glide Ultra Classic. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got all kinds of storage. 2 big saddlebags, a big trunk, compared to my little puny saddlebags I had on my old bike. But this is what I'm going to be using from now on. I still got to get a trailer hitch put on the back, but riding this thing is like riding a luxury car. It's just smooth. I think I'm going to be really happy with this. I named it Josie after my brother Joe, because I got this bike from him. He worked on this thing for several years, replacing chrome and adding things to it, and it's looking really good now. Everything you added to this bike, I want to know.
Added these little flare things here, diverters. Put these pegs on here. This is a horn I put on here.
Stay tuned to the end. I'll tell you a funny story about the horn. You're going to get a kick out of this.
I put the cover on here. I put these pedals on here. It had a front, and I put rocker pedals on it. The chrome piece right here, I put that on there. Inside here, there's lining. It comes without lining from the factory. I put the chrome around here. I put this chrome bar on here. I put the chrome strip here all the way across. I put this on here. That's on here. I replaced the tail light with the blue dot, custom. New exhaust, I put these exhaust pipes on here. I put these handle grips on here. They were just a bare chrome bar. This on here. I put a new chrome cap on the oil filter. I put this cover right here. This was black before. I put the chrome cover on the master cylinder. I put the pedals on here on the other side too. With the chrome around. They were black before. Put these little chrome caps on here just to cover up some junkiness. Put this on here. Harley does not have a cover right here. It's bare. I didn't like it like that. I did all chrome here.
All of this.
The whole from here out been replaced on both sides. It was all black. Except for this, it was not black, but I put chrome handles on here anyway. And I chromed out the switches, knobs, throttle, everything.
Okay, I showed you everything that my brother did to the bike. I've had it now for, I think, around 4 weeks. So I'm slowly adding things to it, doing maintenance and all that good stuff. But let me show you everything that I've done to it so far. Okay, the first thing I did to this bike, when I got it, the tires were stamped 2008. So the very first thing I did was get new tires put on it. I went through and started doing all the maintenance on it. I did the 3-hole oil change, changed out the spark plugs. There was a problem with the brake light switch inside here. Basically the brakes stayed on all the time. At first I thought the brakes weren't working, but the brakes were working. They were just on all the time. So I had to fix this brake light switch in here. I did that, which in turn fixed the cruise control, which wasn't working. So basically I fixed the brake light switch and the cruise control all in one swoop. Then I added the trailer hitch to it. And when I added the trailer hitch, I did the wiring for the trailer. And that's actually when I found out that the brake light switch was on all the time, because it didn't work with the trailer. And then the next thing I did was it had a really tall windshield on it that was catching a lot of wind. And I was kind of getting the whole death wobble thing going when I got over 80 on the interstate. So I replaced it with a shorter windshield, and man, it just slices through the air like butter right now. The new windshield improved it tremendously. There's no more wobbling on the front end when you're hitting a lot of wind and when you're going through turbulence with a lot of traffic with 18-wheelers around you and all that stuff. It just kind of cuts through the turbulent air now. Okay, and then to go along with the windshield, I also added windshield bags. It came with one bag, I guess my brother had put on it, but I went ahead and got the 3-bag system so I could hold more stuff up there. Another thing I added, which I learned from my old bike traveling long distances, you got to have a backrest. So yeah, I added this backrest here. So between the backrest and the foot pegs down there, makes it really comfortable when you're traveling. It had really tall antennas on it, so I replaced them with these little short antennas. I think it just kind of gives the bike a cleaner look. Inside the trunk, I actually added this trunk bag here, which it's stuck on there. It's got all kinds of room, storage there. There's a pocket there that goes down real deep. Pretty big pocket there and there, little pockets there. Just something to keep all my little crap in, you know. Okay, and then up here, I added the drink holder. So I have a place for my coffee or my water or whatever. I also added the phone mount, because I use my phone for navigation all the time. Right now I'm using it to remember everything I added to it. Okay, drink room. And then also added a USB plug right down here, which I can use to keep my phone charged while I'm traveling. Yeah, out in the heat, I'm in Texas right now. Every day it's getting up to about 108. I think yesterday it got up to 110. And if you've ever had your motorcycle parked out in the sun, you come back out and the bike, the seat is just burning hot. It almost burns your hand, and then you have to sit on that thing. So I got this pad here. It's not for padding, it is for cooling. So it kind of, there's all these layers there that kind of keep air in there, and it keeps it from getting so hot. And this here will be really hot, and this right here will be much cooler. So that is a must. If you're in Texas and you're riding around and you're parked somewhere in the Texas sun, you got to get one of these. And to go along with the heat protection, there's a lot of heat that comes off of this motor here. So I added these heat deflectors right here. That makes a big difference. I wear shorts a lot when I'm riding in Texas, and that will keep from frying your leg while you're sitting at a stop sign or a stoplight. But that was a good investment there. Another thing I did, I got this air pump, which is specifically made to air up. There's the little nozzle right there. That's made for the rear shocks, so you can adjust them to different settings. I use one setting when it's only me by myself. There's another setting if someone's on the back. There's a setting for when I'm pulling the trailer. It's all different pounds of pressure basically. Now if you'll notice, right now the back seat is empty. Ladies, comment below. Okay, I also added this. I've got bag inserts that are same size as the saddlebag, same shape as the saddlebag. That holds about as much as my backpack that I usually carry in my trailer when I'm traveling and camping. So now I can put my clothes in this and stick it in the saddlebag and free up all that extra space in the trailer. Okay, I got to tell you a funny story about my horn. My brother put this horn on the bike that is like, it's kind of like an 18-wheeler horn. It's that loud. It's just blaring loud. I mean, the controls are crazy on this thing. There's so many controls on both sides on the handlebars. But I was riding along the other day and a car pulled out in front of me. And I'm like, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't dangerous, but it warranted a big blast from the horn. So they pulled out in front of me. I'm like, oh, I reached down, pushed the horn. And my blinker starts flashing at them. That'll be the last time they pull out in front of me. My left blinker was just blinking at them. So I'm looking and say, okay, the horn's up here. I gotta remember it, the horn is up here. Then later on, I'm behind this cop and I pull up and I need to turn left. So you guessed it, I reached over and blared that horn at him. Needless to say, I turned left and I got out of there quick. If you like the videos you're watching, think about becoming a Patreon member. As a Patreon member, you will get early access to YouTube videos before they are released on YouTube. You will also get access to behind the scenes videos. You will get access to other videos that are not on my YouTube channel. And you can get in as little as $3. Shout out to my very first Patreon, Mandy Gaston. She signed up for the VIP level. So think about helping support my channel. That way I can continue to bring you these awesome motorcycle camping videos.